Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is a message for the collective. So collective, what do you need to know today? What do you need to know today? There is a need for peace and quiet and stillness for a certain eruption to take place. There is an eruption of sorts. There is an illusion that's coming to an end. The eruption needs to take place in order for the golden era in the life of the collective to begin. You might look back in time, collective, and want to change something, want to take back maybe what you did, what you said, or just to pay more attention to the information that was given to you at some moment in time, in order to avoid altogether, or to maybe not to go through what this eruption is supposed to mean. Please know that, and remember, you have to remember, collective, that we are only humans after all. Well, we are not only humans, but sometimes we are only humans, and we make mistakes, and in that lies the imperfection that we have to accept, and of course take the lesson and move forward, right? When we know something to be true and we are ready to accept that which is true, it is easy for us to take the right direction. When a truth is being told to us, but we are not aligned fully with that truth, it is easy for us to take the wrong direction. And so, although a delay might have happened here, or let's just call it a different path the collective might have taken, than the one towards their dreams, now is the time. The good news is this is the time for realignment. This eruption that will take place as a result of stillness is that which will lead us towards the golden era of our lives. You see, this will not happen for many, just for some, and this might be one of those situations where you are going to be very pissed, or you are already, and you will blame God, and God says, I'm used to it. But this is going to happen only to certain people, because only certain people are ready for it. You see, there is nothing you've done wrong or you've done right to get to this point. This is the point of no return, and there is a major, the good news here is that there is a major upgrade in your finances, upgrade in what is your dream, collective. There is where the upgrade goes as a result of the eruption of the volcano within a situation, within this junction. You are in a junction. You have been here many times before, and this goes ancestral. You've been here many times before, and you've been taking you know how they say all paths lead home? I don't see all these paths leading home here. I see how you've been taking other directions than the one that's opening up for you at the moment. And now is the time. I mean, there is divine intervention, right? God is taking you. You haven't been treated right in those directions. Life wasn't fair to you in those directions. Not sure what kind of individuals you met in those directions. Probably not very nice ones. Yes, you've been taken advantage of in one way or another. People were taking from you. And God here says, if you, collective, are a doll, you are God's doll. You are nobody else's doll to play with. And so, God is now placing you on this golden light timeline where you are not to be messed with. There is so much divine intervention on this new timeline, collective. Who is not a match for you is being removed. The hand of God is just removing all these people out of your life, left and right, on this new path, on this new timeline. So have no regrets but for being removed, where you are being removed from, or for whatever here is happening, the volcano erupting. Whatever here is happening, have no regrets or remorse. God knows what it does, right? On this new timeline, on this new path you are being placed on, you at some point will be met with a garden of roses. This garden of roses has a whole lot of thorns though, or at least that's how you will perceive it. Maybe you still have some, yes, I hear PTSD, but also I hear ADHD, I hear ADD, I hear what else? Bipolar, I hear labels of the mind is how they want to call this. Somehow, what is this? One second here. You will look at this situation, this garden, it is not something that it has similarities, but is not the same. It is similar, it is not the same, okay? So for example, let's say if this is about a romantic connection, this romantic connection, it is similar with what you had before, but it's not the same at all. It is almost like it's a few levels up. Yeah, it's a few levels up. And God here and the angels, the saints, is what I'm being shown here, that are all around you. They want you to know that whatever was rejected in you before now is being appreciated here, or understood, or loved. And You might perceive some thorns where there is none. This, by the way, can be friends, this can be family, this can be a lover, a romantic partner, this garden of roses. They might be someone very with a high EQ, emotional intelligence, basically. And you will be cherished. So what is there is hesitance here. You might hesitate because of what happened before, or why. I almost want to call this another junction, but it is not. It's just a choice. So you will be faced with a choice in this new timeline, with a choice where you will be thinking, should I say yes to this option? And this option, again, romantic partner, family, maybe just something with the family. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. Friends, should I say yes to this friendship? Should I say yes to getting closer to my family? Should I, you see what I'm saying? Or however it's going to play out again. Or, which is completely your choice, by the way, it is better than what you had before. If it's family, these family members, they changed, or something there happened. If it's friends and you know these people already, they changed. Something there happened. If it's a romantic partner, where I hear new. So basically this is a new person. This can be a new person. A new person indeed. So you can say yes to this, but there is another choice somehow in a future or in a separate timeline, in a different timeline. There is another choice. But where is this? Is something that you manifest actively. You are manifesting that because that's who you are. Yet probably there is a matter of, I'm not sure what, maybe timing, maybe you live in different places with this, again, this other option, be that a friend maybe this time, or just love, just romantic partner. This can be also related to a job or a career. And you are manifesting that because that's what you are. It's simple as that. It's almost like you are aligned with that in this moment in time, yet there are some multiple moves you have to take to make in order to get there. So it is almost like this energy of this other option is hunting you, or it's there in the back of your mind. It's almost like you feel this energy, you feel the energy, you feel them, you feel it, right? Yet you don't know what it's all about. How do I get there? Hello? Right? There might be a matter of 2 years of you waiting, 2 years to get to this that you are manifesting. You are manifesting something that really fits you like a glove. Yet I do feel that whatever you have in front of you on this timeline, this garden of roses, they themselves are going to evolve in these 2 years. There is going to be some sort of an evolution. That will match you more, yet And there are some factors involved here. Let's say that you are someone that will meet a new lover, and this came in a past message. It comes back, seems like maybe the same situation, maybe not. You will meet here an 8 out of 10 for you, and you will say yes to them, for example. And in 2 years mark, you will meet someone which is a 10 out of 10. Yet in these 2 years, your 8 out of 10 becomes 9 out of 10. And in order for them to become a 10 out of 10, I'm seeing here they will, you have to work every single day to become that best version of yourself, just to have that continuity and to stay in that beautiful pure vibration, right? And then what is it? It's almost like some characteristics from the 10 out of 10 individual will be transferred into your 9 out of 10 partner, which is your partner now. So they will become your soulmate, so to speak. Which is very rare. And it's being put in a box, very emphasized, very rare. Interesting. So what are you going to do? You see, some of you are already on this timeline, on this golden timeline. And you are about you are about to live your purpose, your soul purpose here. You're about to live it. But what am I seeing here? I'm seeing you were afraid of that which you are not. Oh, interesting. For example, let's say you are not a very aggressive, violent individual, and you were afraid of very aggressive, violent individuals. Or this can go even the other way around. Maybe there is someone watching that you are really going to resonate with what I'm about to say. Maybe you see all these sweet people and you think about yourself, or maybe that you are not that, and you keep all these sweet individuals out of your comfort zone. So you are living your purpose by stepping into your comfort zone. Okay, so you might be a man in the second scenario, where you might find yourself very masculine, very rough is what I hear, and you see all this. And so far, maybe you have been in relationships with masculine women because it was familiar to you, it was easier, I hear lack of romance, more friendship. And there is this land, this fantasy land, this land where the sweet ladies, the feminine ones, are. And somehow your subconscious mind recognizes that as being the devil. So there is something there to be cautious of still. You are here about to enter the era of feminine ladies, which will bring that which you were looking for your whole life, will bring that to you. In the other case I was getting, so maybe this is for the ladies, right? Maybe a part of you identified masculine man as being aggressive, not only, this goes more profoundly for healers, for those of you that are healers. Profound gurus, right? You are in touch with your guru, and with the God within. And so a whole lot of scenarios are being attracted to you, one of which might be, again, something you're afraid of. And the test here was, or maybe still is, can you let go of the fear and understand that this person has no power over you? It is almost like that fear is being deactivating. The fear is deactivating the aggressiveness in a certain individual, a certain group of people. Your fear is activating in a situation aggressiveness in someone. This reminds me of there are people out there which, for sure, which if you show fear or weakness, they have the tendency to attack you, to bully you, to be aggressive to you in one way or another. But if you show dominance in one way or another, they behave like little children. Obviously, these are very wounded people, right? And this plays out on a spectrum. Somehow, if you notice, you tend, if someone is in front of you and tends to be a whole lot in their victim mentality, there might be a part of you, bigger or smaller, that wants to attack, wants to put down, wants to be aggressive, maybe, right? So there might be still a part of you, if this scenario applies, where you might still have a little bit of this aggressor quality within you. And I don't know if that's necessarily bad. Let's see where we go, because what's coming to mind right now is Jordan Peterson. Maybe many of you know who Jordan Peterson is. If not, you can look him up. He's an amazing, I think he's a psychologist, but he's so much more than that. Beautiful. He said, it is very important to know what you are capable of, not to apply it if it's not needed, right? Just to know that you are capable of doing bad, and to have that part of you integrated, right? Okay, yeah, that's it. And then the fear dissipates. I can do harm to you also. I do have that capacity. I know it. I choose not to, but I have no fear. Another example that comes to mind is, what if this is a situation between a man and a woman, and you are the woman and they are the man? There is still this a physical difference here, right? Which can bring to your mind the idea of, yeah, okay, that's that, but they still can harm me in one way or another. I don't know why this is of relevance here, but it's very interesting. For sure someone out there will resonate, needs to hear this. Women, they have spiritual powers, or you in a certain situation might have the spiritual on your side, which they are, which they don't, they are stuck in a mud, in a certain dynamic here, you guys. Which they don't. And you have to keep that in mind. You can, all the spiritual power is with you, in you, around you, and that will protect you. This is what I hear. You are more powerful in that position than he is. You are more powerful in that position than he is. And this might have something to do with that garden I was talking earlier about. Very, very interesting. What else here? How these spiritual powers can manifest. Another thing that comes to mind right now is I saw a video with another YouTuber. I'm not following her. I don't really resonate with her. But she said something at some point where she was in danger. She was in danger, and in that moment she channeled all these deities. And the person just stopped and let her be, let her go. And she was safe. In a sense here, if you are a woman, or somehow if you think you are the weaker link in a situation, know that actually you have the bigger red button, if it makes sense. Knowing this information will basically eliminate situations, timelines where you would be put in place to find out that you have this power. Interesting. Anything else here, God? So know that you are not in any type of danger. Know that you are that powerful, and you have this authority given to you by God, by the divine, and you can use it. You can use it. Something here definitely is either being revealed to you, that eruption, huh? Okay, what else? What else? You have here some ancestors collective. I hear you won, you gained these ancestors. These ancestors, it's almost like this lifetime, they don't belong to you, they don't come from your lineages, but they are your ancestors because of the work you have done upon another. Not knowing what you do, yet you accomplished a whole lot of happiness through living in another's body. So basically, yeah, you did something for someone here, and if we are to look at it through the lenses of unity consciousness, someone else really lived, healed or lived or got to understand something very beautiful about life, about a situation, about you. You have been a mirror to someone that has never had a mirror to that extent. Maybe this was an ex for some, or it doesn't really matter, a family member, someone at school, I hear also, at work, or just people that you don't even know. Maybe somehow someone heard you say something, saw you saying something, and they just mirrored back in you. You mirrored something to them, something beautiful, and I hear you might have, in some moments in time, you might have even saved lives. And you gained some ancestors here. These ancestors, they come with specific gifts. This can be the gift of cooking, medicine man, medicine woman. Someone here is very, very passionate about cooking, or seeds. Yes, somehow in the food that you are cooking, you are automatically planting, energetically speaking, seeds of joy. Maybe in other ways also, I'm not sure how. And that's a game you will play long term. In other words, I believe what I'm trying to say is, maybe in the future, the example that comes to mind is, you would be amazing cooking for example, having your own restaurant, or just cooking for people on a daily basis, almost like you are healing with your cooking, right? If you feed someone daily for a decade, for example, that's how it feels like, or for 20 years here, it feels like for a longer period of time, they heal, a part of them is healing. And this is, what an important work. You really help people, help humanity, help the planet become a better place, because you are doing that. But there is a feeling here that there needs to be a distance between you and these people that you are feeding. I guess what I'm trying to say is, this is not a situation where you are in a partnership with someone that's if you are in a relationship with someone that's very abusive, they will abuse you and your gift until you will let go of your gift, and you are not going to live to apply this gift for humanity. So that's something to think about. This was a side note. Side note completed. Okay. What else? The collective I'm speaking to, we are really getting into it. We are living the purpose. At the beginning of a beautiful, beautiful period of time. I'm also getting here that now Saturn will be your friend. You will be friends with Saturn, will work in your favor, not against you. What else? You are purging a whole lot on this golden timeline. Maybe not a whole lot, scratch that. But you are completing a mission from a past life, which many failed to complete. You are completing it. You should be so proud of yourself. You are becoming a role model here, collective. And many others will follow suit. That is the message for today. I will leave with that. Thank you very much for being here, and I will see you in my next one.